Good morning, sunshine. I hope that this finds you well and well rested. I hope that you're going to have an amazing weekend. This is your weekend insight on life and love for October 3rd and 4th, 2020, also being timeless. So wherever you're pulled to this in time, this could have some sort of a message for you. It's general collective. Do not force it to fit. If it doesn't fit, you can either let it fall away or ask for questions about booking your own personal reading. All the ways of contact are going to be in the description below, where you can find me on any social platform. Send me a direct message. Make sure you say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. And that being said, let's kick this off. I was using the regular Rider-Waite. This is the base of the beginning and the end part of this reading. It looks bleak. It's not. You're being forced to move on from some sort of situation in your life, something that we're going to look into that in a minute. It's moving on, not wanting to see the cups behind you. It feels kind of sorrowful, but you have a really strong, sober look at your reality right now. Like, you are seeing things very, very clearly. So these Three of Cups, what you thought was, you know, true, divine happiness, or something that you were really forcing yourself to accomplish, fit in with, it seems like a huge letdown. It feels like a huge letdown. The truth of the reality of it, I'm not so sure about. I really don't feel like this actually is a big letdown. It just doesn't quite look as pleasant as you'd want to. So what is in the midst of all of this? What's going to get us from point A to point B? Oh, all right. Massive discoveries, huh? That's fun. We have the Five of Cups. I'm seeing the huge letdown. Something about your life, or something about this person. Just had something click into place in the reality of the situation. You put a lot of work into this. The intention behind it was great. Like, the reason for it, I mean, it was done with a pure heart. The execution of it could have had a lot more integrity in this particular field. It canceled out everything. We have 1, 2, we have 2 3s, 2 4s. I think we have 2 4s. Do we have 2 4s? Yeah, we have 2 4s and 2 5s. 3, 4, 5. This is going in an ascension pace. It canceled out what seems to be this whole ginormous forefront plan that you had in this particular direction. And now it feels like you're holding back. You're wounded. You want to move past this. You're trying to move past this, trying to find a new way around it. But it comes down to it that it's just not feeling like it's in your line of integrity. Now, I don't know what this is pertaining to. This can go through a relationship, some sort of dynamic. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could also be what seems like a life situation, looking at it through rose-colored glasses. I miss being able to do that. It's beautiful. It's innocent and ignorance, and sometimes that is just so beautiful. Man, I sound arrogant right now. I'm really not meaning to. Ugh, I'm sorry. We have the Emperor, and we also have the Five of Wands. Your defenses are completely up. It feels like you're trying to preserve yourself, trying to give the illusion that this didn't somehow, this letdown didn't somehow break you. I think that it hurts, and I think that this is going to be more of a mental wound that you are going to be recovering from. And I think this might be something that you'll potentially dwell on. But I want to look at the reasoning behind this and see where this is going. So this is where we're kicking this reading off with. It's deep and it feels melancholy, I'm not gonna lie. So here we are. So, Spirit, that was a fun little spin on it. Why is this happening? What's coming? What do we got to deal with? No matter what, don't let this even bother you, the beginning of this. No matter what, everything will always turn out okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. It's just going to be funky along the way because life has plenty of lessons to give you. The positive, the negative, the highs, the lows, until we start balancing out. The Page of Swords and then the Two of Swords. A lot of cutthroat energy in this one. You have to find out what your energy field is and what you are willing to do. What are you willing to do that's not going to make you break to the, or bend to the point of breaking? You have a lot of choices to make. Do it with your heart. These are huge, massive life choices. And it's very loud and abrupt changes that are going to be taking place. But it's completely in alignment with you. And it feels like a spiritual medical shedding, if that even makes any sense. Of course, it's part of ascension of whatever it is. Another synonym that we could use for ascension is evolvement. You are evolving. Don't let the ascension idea throw you off. Everything and anything, the days that it passes through experience and what it's doing and the choices that it makes, that's ascension, that's evolving. You have a lot of big time life choices that you will be making for yourself. It's going to be an emotionally intense yet productive, underlying positive time. I always love the Two of Cups. I love that it's not in reverse, but we also have two twos here. This is balance. You fill my cup, I'll fill yours, baby. So, you're being shaken from this to bring you to your choices. And look at what we have here. Two major arcana. We have the Hermit, and then we have the Emperor. It's very action-filled energy. Lots of forward movement. Yes, we can always say that. It's maturity. It's wisdom. All of these hardships. I love that it's not breaking your heart continuously. Yes, your heart has been broken. Yes, your illusions have been shattered. But guess what? You still have the ability of compassion. And this is talking about the compassion moving forward, leading the way, being balanced, centered, mature, and just completely evolved from where you had started. You said yes to the journey, and you were surprised by all the loops that were in it, because how could we not? You did the biggest thing. I can't even dumb it down. Not dumb. Jeez, I'm so sorry. I can't dull it down for you. This was a major journey that you agreed to. The moment that you said yes and I surrender to this is the moment that everything got kind of wonky. Am I right or am I wrong? I have seen it in so many readings. I've seen it in my personal experience and people interacting throughout the day. The moment you say yes, you're going to be surprised. Spirit, what's the deal? What do you have to look forward to in this? If you continue on this path, we're going to look at life and then love, or whatever Spirit wants to say. All right. Cutting something away. Cutting something very domineering in your life away. Whatever it was that was trying to overpower your voice, and it was one of those things, something that in a very passive way, passive aggressive, saying that I didn't want to overshadow you, gives you that sense of inferiority. Whatever gave you that sense of inferiority, this is what you're cutting away. And then here comes the new chance. And yes, I know, what if you miss it? No, you won't. Life is a continuation of new opportunities. You're going to be catching something that is going to be worthwhile. And this, I see that you standing in your light and your power and your progressiveness, you making all this headway in your life. Again, this is not happening over the weekend. This is starting. This is a projection. This is going to take time. Please don't think that it's a weekend event and then Monday you got to go back to work and forget all of this. That would be something. All right. I see that whatever you are starting on right now is something that you are going to be able to defend, stick up for. It's going to be what feels like, in a way, your baby. But I also see what you've cut away. Try and come in again and be part of this, because you have not only shown up, you have gone above and beyond anyone's expectations, which that has meant jack dilly squat to you. But now, since you are getting your own name, your own brand, your own recognition, this is what's coming in. I love it. Okay. Yeah, the past is coming back, but I see you shutting it down immediately. What has tried to condition you in such a way, and what you've cut away, it sees how grand you are. I think that's why it was trying to condition you to be like their alpha, their underdog, because you were fuel for somebody else's fire. They didn't realize how bright you would burn and how much you didn't need their embers at all. Oh, too many. You saw all the way through them, and it became all about action. And I think that whatever life situation you had to walk away from, that was incredibly hurtful. Felt like you had no choice. No matter what, you had no control over the situation. You felt like you were at a disadvantage in power, it looks like. So how is that situation looking at you now? Or how will they be looking at you? Because again, this is life, theme, an event. All right, what's up? They're still stuck on what was, and when you were their underdog, and that you were the one who's serving them. They still have this stronghold over you. At least they think that they do. Not so much. Let it stay that way. That's just personal advice. If it didn't work then, and they're still seeing you in the same light, do you really want them on board with what you're doing? If they've changed, they've changed. I'm not going to tell you to stop yourself from doing any great collaboration or whatever in your life. Make sure that you sign the paperwork and read the fine print in anything in your life. But I also see that a lot of you are just going to say, I'm good. You have evolved so much beyond what the starting point was. So, if you continue on that path, where is that going to lead you? And again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. And if you enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up. Your individual storyline will always be very detailed, in-depth, and intense for you. So if you have questions about booking your own personal reading, I do have the coronavirus sale that's still going. Ask questions about it. My email's right down below. And again, you can find me on any social platform. Just direct message me. Whatever is your comfort zone. So if you stay on this particular path, what is the likely outcome? Victory. At the point of someone else's defeat. Getting rid of the stressors, the stressful situations, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Actually, no, you're at the end of the tunnel, dropping all of those excessive burdens, simplifying your life. If it's not simplified, and I really don't see that you want a particular part in it. We are done with complications, aren't we? Not seeing the work payoff yet, but that's okay. You're not going to get emotionally involved and invested in immediate gratification and outcome. All right, Spirit, that was too many cards. Can I get just like 2 more? Okay. We have the Queen of Wands upright. You being an intellectual and setting your sights way out. Ending a life cycle. We have 3 queens here. We have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. We're just missing the swords. But we have the 10 of Swords. All right. Don't live in duplicity of this one. This is going to call for you to have a strong sense of self. And I guess I want to say maturity too. I get that you're cutting somebody or somebodies or situations out of your life, and that they're going to be seeing you and your success, your growing glory, whatever it is. But don't get into a position to be like, well, this could have been you. This could have done this, that, the other thing. No. It's going to make you ungrounded if you do that, and you've come way too far. Don't underhand yourself in that way. Only speak positive about yourself. Sometimes it feels really amazing to be petty. There's a psychotic pleasure in it, and I'm fully aware of that one. Sometimes it just feels good to be petty for a hot second. I see that. I understand it. But let's move a little bit beyond it. For this situation, at least. All right, so if we're looking at partnerships, whether it's romantic or platonic, what is that want to tell you? Stop holding yourself back. You already know the answer. Get out of the hangman position. If it's causing you stress, if it's complicated, you don't need it. There's not going to be any growth there. If it's overly complicated, you really need to honor yourself and simplify your life. Okay. There's something in your life that you're probably going to walk away from, whether it's repetitive cycles or repetitive people. So that's what the opposing part of this wants you to know. What is the projected outcome for this? Like, why? Actually, wait, no. Why is this happening for relationships? Two sixes. Ooh. That is massive. It's love in every form that you can think of. It's balancing feminine and masculine. Being forced to move on, calmer waters. The reason why it's happening is because you got to move to calmer waters. Life is trying to get you there. Please take the gift. You're already balanced. You don't need to stay there to understand that you're safe. Stepping outside of it, well, you'll still be safe. It's just navigating the unknown. And don't feel like you have to put your defenses up because it is unknown. You're balanced. You're equal. And something really amazing is trying to come to you. You're getting over your intimacy issues and manipulative people, being lied to. You're learning how to trust again. All right. So if you stay along this particular path, what is the projected outcome? Let's see. You got a choice to make. You're gonna be stubborn throughout the whole ordeal because, well, it's you. It feels like something's against you. It's really not. You have to move on. You can't keep going through the same people, just in different fonts. Are you going to repeat the cycle? No. You're going to be stubborn about it. I've said that before. I'm saying it again. You want something loud and displaying to come in for you. You want to be put on that pedestal. What's the projected outcome for those looking at personal relationships and intimacy? It's time to get in action. It's goodness. It's time to get into action and face your trauma. Use that trauma as wisdom and light your own way. Spirit is saying that the karmic lesson's complete. You're not stuck anymore. Anything after now is active choice, and you're putting yourself there. Is that going to create more karma for you in another life or down the road? How about we break the cycle and do something different? I really hope that this reading made sense. And if it didn't, again, you can let it fall away. You can always ask questions about booking your own personal reading. I'm totally there for you. It was your weekend reading. This is for October 3rd and 4th of 2020. And again, this is timeless. So I will see you guys on Sunday for the Monday readings. And I will be posting some videos over the next few days. It's going to be a little bit different, so stay tuned for that. Know that you are very loved and appreciated, and thank you for showing up this weekend. Stay safe, have fun. Bye.